There's room for celebration at the WWE recently, especially with Triple H, who was appointed to WWE Chief Content Officer after taking over creative. What does this mean for the wrestler and the wrestling community? Find out all about it and more in today's video. So make sure you keep watching if you don't want to miss out on the latest. Just in, WWE welcomes former professional wrestler Triple H as its new Chief Content Officer. Paul Triple H Levesque, who took on the management of the business's creative responsibilities following Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon's resignation, was announced by WWE on September 6th of last year as having been appointed Chief Content Officer. Since Triple H took over on July 25th, Monday Night Raw viewership has increased by 15%, according to WWE. According to the press release, WWE has also experienced double-digit increases in social media engagement. Triple H will answer Nick Khan, the co-CEO of WWE. The former wrestler, who had to leave WWE after having a cardiac incident in September 2021, had returned to his position as Executive Vice President of Talent Relations 3 days before being promoted to Head of Creative. Triple H has recently taken over as a showrunner and has garnered high praise for his efforts. In a story published on August 9th in the New York Post, Joseph Stashevsky gushed about Triple H's efforts, pointing out improvements, increased attention devoted to the women's division, and far better utilization of former NXT stars. Additionally, he mentioned a few other adjustments, such as deciding to play lengthier matches and storylines that go throughout an entire show, among others. Another admirer, Finn Balor, said it was wonderful that Triple H had been appointed Head of Creative. In line with Triple H's recent appointment and good standing, another American wrestler spoke fondly of his work as Chief Content Officer and even compared him to former executive Vince McMahon. Do you have any guesses on who this might be? Keep watching to know more. Olympic gold medalist and retired American professional wrestler Kurt Angle was recently welcomed back to WWE Raw with warm arms. Angle discussed his participation on the most recent episode of The Kurt Angle Show, noting that it was his first return to WWE following Triple H's assumption of the reins of the organization's creative operations. "I haven't seen him in so long, and to see him in his new position," Angle revealed, "he's doing really well with it. He's very comfortable. He hired a big team underneath him to take care of everything that he needs taken care of, kinda like Vince did." Since taking over the company's creative leadership, Triple H has brought back a variety of people, including Karrion Kross and other released wrestlers, as well as familiar names backstage, according to Angle, in the same way that McMahon ran everything, but he had people reporting to him. Angle talked about how Triple H hired Road Dogg, a member of Generation DX, by which he obviously meant D Generation X, and he added that his former co-wrestler got his boys there, which he thought was great because they all have great chemistry. As for Road Dogg, he was fired in January, but was recently rehired by the company. On August 29th, Angle made a surprise appearance on Raw and performed a scene with Edge, another WWE Hall of Famer. The program was broadcast from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the hometown of Angle. However, Triple H wasn't the only one who received a hike in compensation. He is joined by 3 other company executives who were also promoted. Effective September 2nd, WWE announced that Frank Riddick, its chief financial officer, had been promoted to president. The business announced a Friday SEC filing that same week. The modifications follow Vince McMahon's resignation as WWE's former chairman and CEO on July 22nd. The resignation came after a board of directors inquiry into charges of wrongdoing, but we'll cover that in more detail later. After Vince McMahon left the company, Stephanie McMahon, who was previously chief brand officer, and Nick Khan, who was previously president and chief revenue officer, were chosen as co-CEOs. Levesque, formerly the EVP of Talent Relations, had already been confirmed by the corporation to manage the creative team. The creative team that creates stories and characters for WWE's programming was initially led by McMahon. According to the filing, the Pay and Human Capital Committee of WWE's board determined on August 31st, 2022, that it is appropriate to provide certain enhancements to their compensation because of the changes in the roles of Levesque, McMahon, Khan, and Riddick. The base income for McMahon climbed from $730,000 to $1.35 million annually, and as per the terms of her booking contract, she will continue to receive payments, including the $750,000 guaranteed minimum. Levesque's annual basic compensation climbed from $730,000 to $900,000. He will also continue to receive payments under his booking deal, including a $1 million guaranteed minimum. Riddick's pay climbed from $850,000 to $950,000, while Khan's went from $1.2 million to $1.35 million annually. In terms of the percentage of base pay, WWE revealed new performance-based annual incentive targets for the executives: 160% for McMahon and Khan, 125% for Riddick, and 100% for Levesque. Additionally, starting in 2023, they will each receive yearly equity grants with the following target values: $3.575 million for McMahon and Khan, $2.4 million for Riddick, and $1.6 million for Levesque. Levesque will also get $8 million in a one-time stock grant around October 3rd, 2022, while McMahon will receive $10 million in a one-time special stock grant with a 3-year vesting term subject to specific performance benchmarks. According to the filing on Friday, WWE also amended the 4 executives' contracts to include new severance payment clauses if the firm changed ownership. WWE still counts Stephanie McMahon as a shareholder with a majority stake. On August 16th, WWE announced that the board's investigation into Vince McMahon's alleged misbehavior was substantially complete and restated earnings going back to 2019 to reflect personal payments McMahon made while serving as CEO. He allegedly paid women $14.6 million to remain silent about affairs and other wrongdoings. WWE said last month that it had discovered $5 million in extra payments paid to Vince McMahon in 2007 and 2009 that were unconnected to the claims of wrongdoing, but that the business believed should have been disclosed on its financial records. According to the Wall Street Journal, the $5 million in payments made in 2007 and 2009 were philanthropic contributions to the now defunct Donald J. Trump Foundation. Trump made appearances on WWE TV events in 2007 and 2009. The expanded positions for Paul and Frank will improve WWE's capacity to produce high-quality content for its partners across the world and ultimately advance the company, Stephanie McMahon and Khan stated in a statement released on Tuesday, September 6th. On the other hand, Levesque remarked, "WWE is one of the most prolific producers of premium content in the world, and I look forward to this amazing opportunity. Having spent my entire career in this business, I'm confident that we have the right pieces in place to continue to grow our audience and deliver for our fans around the world." Moving on, the WWE also discovered that Vince McMahon, who is under investigation for alleged misconduct, made personal payments amounting to $19.6 million. The business claimed that Vince McMahon's personal, off-the-books payments he received while serving as WWE's chairman and CEO were greater than previously estimated. The wrestling entertainment firm revealed last month that it would update its financial records going back to 2019 to reflect $14.6 million in some payments that McMahon made while serving as chairman and CEO and should have been deducted from expenses. That was 3 days after McMahon announced his retirement from WWE. The board of the corporation was looking into claims that he paid many many women millions of dollars in hush money to stay quiet about affairs and other wrongdoing. WWE had previously planned to release the updated financial statements accounting for McMahon's personal payments by August 9th, but claimed that was now impossible due to the new information on the additional $5 million he paid, bringing his total known off-the-books payments to $19.6 million. The organization claimed that McMahon's alleged misbehavior is still being looked at by the board's special committee. The business announced last month that it had received regulatory, investigative, and enforcement inquiries, subpoenas, and demands over the alleged misbehavior of the former CEO. And just recently, WWE said that their investigations concerning Vince McMahon were substantially complete to account for the personal payments McMahon made throughout his tenure, including $14.6 million reportedly given to women in exchange for their silence on affairs and other misdeeds. The business restated earnings going back to 2019. WWE stated in regulatory filings that the McMahon inquiry can still affect the company's finances. The wrestling entertainment firm stated in its 10Q filing for the second quarter of 2022 that although they presently expect to spend about $10 million on this inquiry over the year, the actual costs may go over this estimate. WWE also received and may receive in the future regulatory, investigative, and enforcement inquiries, subpoenas, or demands stemming from, related to, or in connection with these problems, the business stated. With that, we're wrapping up today's video about Triple H's most recent promotion to Chief Content Officer, as well as the controversy surrounding former company executive Vince McMahon. What do you guys think? Is the former wrestler doing a good job as the CCO? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time.